Welcome back to the Plus Side of Nashville. My guest is Buddy Teaster, the president and CEO of Souls for Souls, and Buddy is also the author of Shoestrings: How Your Donated Shoes and Clothes Help People Pull Themselves Out of Poverty. And that is a great book that we can just learn about all the great things that this organization is doing. And we've been talking a lot about the fact that you provide shoes and clothing to people who may need them and help them to sell and make money from. But Souls for Souls is also there in the need for disaster relief.
Absolutely. It was how Souls for Souls started. Really, before Souls for Souls officially existed, there were a group of people who then formed it, but they responded to the tsunami in Southeast Asia in 2004, and then Hurricane Katrina in 2005. So it's baked into who we are. We were able to distribute about 500,000 pieces of clothing, footwear, water, diapers, and blankets to the hurricanes last year in Houston, Houston, Florida, and Puerto Rico. And we're still working in Puerto Rico.
I just don't think people know that about Souls for Souls.
Right, and you know, a lot of that is, we really rely, whenever we give away things for free, it's always new, right?
Yes.
That's just a decision that we made in the beginning of Souls for Souls, and I think it's the right call.
Yes.
So we really rely on our corporate partners for new product.
I see.
And so a lot of our outreach around disaster is mostly around the financial piece to support shipping it, right? That's what, it gets really expensive fast. And so we're trying to figure out a way to talk about it better and be better prepared. You know, right now, we're never the first ones in, right? People with water and power and life-saving stuff, you got it. But what we've learned is they want us to come in quickly, because if people are walking around barefoot, they're getting cut, they're getting injured, they're in the medical system, and they have real trauma to deal with. So if we can get in there with shoes and clothes and give people ways to stay safer, that helps them. So we're trying to figure out how to do that better, but it is really an important part of what we do. And we do that in the U.S. and around the world.
Well, I know people listening and watching have been hearing about all the wonderful things that you all do. If they want to help, if they want to donate shoes, clothing, or financially, what's the best way to go about doing that?
So like everybody now, on the web is the best place to go. So soulsforsouls.org is it. And there are a couple things you can do there. If you want to donate shoes or clothes, you put in your zip code, it'll tell you the closest place. So right now, you can go to any DSW, drop off shoes. You can mail it through Zappos. If you go to Zappos.com, they're a great partner. Brighton Collectibles, which is going on right now, you can drop. So there, some of those change, some are ongoing. The website will always tell you the closest place. If you want to donate financially, it's the same thing. We earn about 70% of our revenue from our micro-enterprise program and our travel program, but the other 30% we raise from the public, from cause marketing, and from foundations. So individuals who are listening to this right now are a key part of how we do that.
Absolutely. And the book is also on your website.
The book is also on the website. And the book is really a chance for people to feel better about the money that they're going to donate or the product. They'll understand what happens to it. So that it's a very close link between those two.
Well, you have done remarkable things in the 6 years that you have been on board at Souls for Souls. I'm curious to know, Buddy, where do you see Souls for Souls in another 6 years?
It's a great question. So I think we're going to have to figure out a couple of things. We're going to have to figure out how to make it more convenient for people to drop off products. So this year we opened 5 new locations, California, Colorado, Georgia, Virginia, and New Jersey. We're going to be opening Toronto soon, hopefully in Texas. How do we do that more? That's going to be a key piece. I think the other thing is, how do we figure out how to be a good partner online as retail gets less and less about bricks and mortar? How do we become a partner for online retail? Because they have a lot of the same issues of returns and product that they can't use, but there's something very valuable about, and DSW, for example, they love that we're giving people a reason to come into their store and donate those shoes. How do we do that online? All of that said, becoming a part of this sustainability movement of how do we help transform the 70 pounds of textiles that go in the trash for each of us this year? How do we get more of that either into people's hands or out of the landfills and transformed into something useful?
I see nothing but great things in the future. And I want to brag on the last little 30 seconds we have. Buddy was recently named to the National Retail Federation Foundation's 2018 list of people shaping retail's future, which is amazing, well deserved.
Thank you.
And the organization Best Nonprofits to Work For. Congratulations, and thank you for being here.
It's a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Just love this organization and all the great work you're doing.
Thanks.
I want to also thank you for watching. I'm Tawanda Coleman, and I'll see you next time on the Plus Side of Nashville.